Well, good morning and welcome back. You know, part of, I think, driving around outside is definitely, I feel like, having that all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive.
Yes, the conditions are not ideal. A lot of people have raised questions about electric cars because they're like, it's cold. Typically, electric things seem to get drained a lot in the cold.
That is my biggest question, and as I told you, I really like classic cars, but I really love driving a modern car in the winter because I know that the heater's going to work, number one.
For sure.
And it can warm up, and I feel, there's a lot of questions, I feel like, surrounding electric cars.
There's a lot of questions. Also, Tesla has had a remarkable amount of recalls in the last 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on, but on the news side, it's like recall, whatever. Yeah. It is what it is. But there is an electric auto show, so people are kind of demoing these things. And I know that it's really popular probably in the West Coast, maybe where they have better temperatures.
Sunny, it's 70 degrees every day. But they're just jealous because, I mean, we obviously all got a snow day.
We're hardy people here.
Right.
We can handle it. But of course, you know, a lot of the electric cars and the car makers are kind of switching gears as well to do that. And they're taking the stage at the at the car show. But Charlie DeMar has more.
Yes.
We want to hear kind of his perspective on this car show and how electric cars work.
All right, we'll see what he has to say.
The atmosphere is charged at this year's Chicago Auto Show, The Buzz, created by more than 12 electric vehicles on display.
New technology, electric vehicles, that kind of stuff. I think it's really important to start doing that kind of stuff for the environment.
And if last week's Super Bowl ads were any indication, car makers are going all in on electric.
The first ever all-electric Chevy Silverado.
People are considering and buying more electric cars than they used to.
Sales are gaining traction, with EVs expected to make up 4% of U.S. sales in 2022, although gas-powered vehicles still dominate new car sales. U.S. electric vehicle sales reportedly jumped nearly 85% last year, led by industry giant Tesla.
So wherever you live, charging an electric vehicle will be quick and easy.
This month, the Biden administration announced a $5 billion plan to create a nationwide network of EV charging stations over the next 5 years, with the goal of America leading the electric car revolution.
The benefits are enormous. EVs aren't just cheaper to fuel, they are cheaper to own.
And in Illinois, where the nation's largest car show is underway, the state is expected to get $150 million of those electric dollars. Chevy's new Silverado electric truck proudly boasts its American roots.
It's made in Michigan, so we're going to make this at our Detroit Hamtramck Factory Zero facility.
An industry that has constantly evolved and reinvented itself, once again shifting gears. Charlie DeMar, CBS News, Chicago.
I think you brought up a really good point, and that is those charging stations. As you know, I did a long drive out here, and if you like to hit the road, which hopefully we'll be doing that this summer on our trips under $100 if we can do it, or try to find a cheap deal.
We're working on it. We're working on a thing.
The big hiccup for me would be, is there a charging station, especially here in North Dakota, because you can barely find a gas station. Whenever I'm doing those cross-country trips, I know that after Bismarck, you really got to make sure your gas tank, in my opinion, is full or at least above the halfway mark. Even in Montana,
that's a big consideration.
So that's my kind of holdup.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something we need to think about. Also, something you should be thinking about. A local family got a Make-A-Wish trip of a lifetime. So sweet. I will say there's a plot twist at the end. We're going to hear that whole story next because we had Stacy from our evening newscast. She actually interviewed them. It was wonderful.